Hello artists, so here we are, big bad blank white canvas. Are we ready for this? Hair's up in the messy bun. I've got my brushes, plenty of water. I chose some random colors, fluid acrylic paints, and I have no plan because that's the point, right? So here we are, and I am I'm just gonna have fun with it. I'm hoping that you'll learn from this that professional artist doesn't mean that you have to have a brilliant laid out plan. Sometimes it's just about having fun and seeing where the work takes you. I don't know if this is going to be a landscape or floral, although by the guess of it, since it is in this horizontal form, could be something that might end up being landscape. But the truth of the matter is that I don't have a plan. And I'm just putting the paint on and seeing where it goes. The colors are crossing with each other. And I'm going to just keep playing with it, and you just kind of follow along and see what comes up next, you know? This is the joy of letting loose and not thinking about it, all right? So come along with me. Let's do this. All right, dear artist. So I'm trying out different angles here so that you can see what I'm doing. And I know our last couple of videos, we were just splashing paint on blank white canvases, but here are some other ideas for you. On this canvas, this is an old painting that I did 2015, and I thought it had some cool textures in it. At the time, I was being very experimental, but that doesn't mean that everything that we do is worth hanging on to. And I don't sell my old painting if I'm not in love with it, because I don't want to put work out into the world that I'm not 100% sure about. So this is for me, a great canvas for getting started on creating something new and different. I'm going to splash paint and make some marks, maybe some circular marks, because I am kind of feeling a little bit floral, and it's already got circles. So this is a way to just get moving with a painting by breaking up the lines of an old painting and kind of having fun with a new idea. And there's really not a lot of risk, except for, I am painting over something old. If I don't love it, I'll just go over it. That's how it goes. So I'm going to start here and just play, as I always say, because this is really when you're trying to get over the large canvas, the best thing to do is to just play. And, they are intimidating. big canvases are. So having a chance to just break up those lines and make some marks and see what happens. I'm using a Prussian blue right now. I'm making different shapes. And I'm going to keep playing with this and not, I don't have a plan other than to just continue making shapes. And this is a very different approach even for me for creating artwork, but hey, why not? Why not? Even for me, it's about playing and experimenting, and maybe I'll see something in this that it would be fun to take to the next level. That was fun. I mean, I just transformed that canvas and all I did was play with it, and I think it's more interesting now, but I don't know what I'm going to do next. It was an experiment, and maybe over the course of the next few months you'll see what happens to it. But since today's about starting and not necessarily about finishing, I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about this challenge we have when faced with the blank canvas, whether it's large or whether it's small. I don't think that fear ever totally goes away. So here I am standing matching this beautiful canvas behind me, not on purpose, but I want to tell you about this red canvas. I've had this canvas for 25 years now. 25 years, and I painted it red right when I got it. I had an idea, I wanted to paint, I was still learning and new at being an artist, and then the fear set in and I never touched it again. And I hauled this sucker with me everywhere I went, to all the different homes I've lived in, and my husband has always said, can we just get rid of it now? I mean, what are you doing with this big red canvas? And it was the biggest canvas I had ever bought. I was determined that at some point I would paint on it. And now I've painted paintings bigger than this, but it's still been sitting there kind of haunting me and reminding me that I have this big red canvas waiting to be transformed. So it doesn't really matter how long you've been an artist or how many times you've approached that canvas. It gets easier with more play and with more experiment. It's not such a challenge, but there's still something that will hold you back time and time again. And it's up to you to break that habit by just learning to play when you start, if you're having a challenge. And in this case, I have one other really fun way that you can create artwork and break that blank canvas. Now this one's painted red, which is a great place to start if you're going to start a painting with a great undertone. Remember I talked about that. But since my husband's been nagging me for 25 years, what am I going to do with this canvas? Since our 20th anniversary is coming up, I'm going to transform this painting into something that will be a memory for the both of us. So one way, I just have to make sure my pen is working, one way is to just draw and write and put out all your thoughts and everything you've ever wondered right there on the canvas. So that's what I'm doing today. And I'm going to have some fun, and then I will probably transform and cover most of this and give it to him a gift in September. So if you'd like to follow along, I'm going to write our story here.